Amanda. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day hanging out with me. Today's video, I'm super excited because I finally found, okay, I didn't find this palette at Ulta, but I had asked an employee. I had a return, and my girl at my local Ulta, I love her to death, and she was like, is there anything on your wish list that you want? We were joking about the James Charles mini palette. I just looked at her, I was like, you're joking, right? The only thing that was really on my mind were the ColourPop falsies. I was hoping to see those in Ulta's just to be able to feel the lashes for $8. I thought that was a really good price. And then she's finishing up my checkout, and like literally right before she says, you know, insert your card for a refund, I word vomited saying, do you have the Nomad Juvia'S Place palette? And she walked over to the gondola and she was like, no, I don't see it on display. And she went to the back and she came back out. She was like, this palette? I was like, yes. My girl came through. So excited to have it. And this is what the color story looks like. It screams fall. I'm working on a top palettes for fall video, and spoiler alert, this might be in it. So if you're interested in seeing swatches and 2 looks created using this palette, definitely keep on watching. Before we jump in, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel before clicking off this video. I post new videos Monday through Friday of subscription unboxings, beauty hauls, first impressions, eyeshadow palette reviews, and more. Let's get swatching. Roll up my sleeve. Ow. Oh, I just punched myself in the boob. Fantastic. Clearly, that is my bare arm. I just rolled up my sleeve. That's how I like to do my arm swatches, with no primer, no concealer, nothing to act as a base. All of my swatches, I take my finger, I dip it in the pan, swirl it around a couple times, and then one swipe, otherwise noted. Wait! Why are there no names? I threw away the box. Hopefully I don't flip out of my chair this time. I just got this Warrior 3 palette, which is one of their newer ones, and they have names. Wait, why is it smaller? I feel gypped. You see the pan sizes? They are different. Maybe the Nomad's just like a little baby version without names. That doesn't take anything away from this palette, but let's get these babies swatched. Still feels like that good Juvia'S formula. If they had names, I would name it Squash, Mustard, and Olive. I doubt those are the names, actually. That's what they look like. Oh, that green. These look good. They look like standard Juvia'S Place swatches. They are pigmented. They look almost patchy. And what I've noticed is that Juvia'S Place does have really good pigment and their payoff is impeccable, but they are shades that aren't going to be bam pigment in your face. They are formulated for you to really build up the pigment to your liking. That's why I love Juvia'S Place's formula for that reason, because I'm heavy-handed as it is. Green shade did feel a little bit drier compared to the yellow and orange, so I'm wondering if it's going to be harder to blend or if it really is going to be patchy. I'm going to call this Pumpkin Cold Brew. I'm shiny and can't decide if I am green or brown. I did totally submit a resume into naming names for eyeshadow palettes. I think that is my calling. I am obsessed with this shimmer shade right there. Oh my gosh. I feel like that would be gorgeous all over the lid as well as the inner corners. And excuse my wrist, it is dry because that's where I wear my watch, and I should be moisturizing a little bit more, but I mentioned in my Allure Beauty Box video that I don't like moisturizing even though I am a dry girl. I like to moisturize my face, just not my body. This won't go away. Maybe I shouldn't have picked at it. Then it would have gone away. My brows. Oof. I just got them waxed and they still be looking rough. Last row. I swear, smallest palette, taking the longest to swatch because of my ADHD. No names again, but Transition, Brownie, and Baby Poop. This is the Nomad palette swatched. The only shade of concern is this olive shade. It was dry and we don't have pigment all the way through. We will be okay, I think. I have to take these swatches off. My arm is losing circulation, and oh, I have a makeup wipe and that is what it's looking like right now. When I did my Lunar Beauty review, I did my ABH primer on my left eye, and then I took some Tarte Shape Tape on my right eye just to give a comparison between primer and concealer. I want to apply that again. Using the Moonspell palette, I didn't see too much of a difference, but let me know what you use as a base for eyeshadow. Realistically, most days, if I wear makeup, I like to use the Urban Decay Potion Primer. That's probably the longest product I have been using to date. I think I'm gonna try to do 2 looks with this palette. I want to do more, but my eye is still recovering. What do I want to do? Everything looks so pretty. It's just figuring out where to pair the colors with. You know what I'm saying? This orange. Ooh, there's some kickback, but it is calling my name. Who am I with orange calling their name? And I'm on a Moda BMX/430 crease brush. This was an add-on brush that I got in my BOXYCHARM this month. I don't like how BOXYCHARM add-ons don't ship with your box like how IPSY does, but hey, they just rolled it out. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, and I still haven't gotten my Moda face brushes that were supposed to be in my Luxe box, so hopefully those will be coming soon. But did see some BOXYCHARM spoilers. Boxy Premium full box spoiler, which I kind of want to talk about, but I just haven't had time, and I feel like it's old news at this point. And then Choice, I think it's Choice for Luxe. They did a spoiler as well between Elemis and something else. And my mind is stuck on Elemis because I freaking love Elemis. And then I also saw Storybook Cosmetics, one of their palettes, or maybe it'll be a variation of their palettes for Luxe as well. Or the base box, I can't remember. Something in December though. Man, I feel like I've been doing like the same dang looks the past few times. But I'm gonna take this green for the remaining part. There's a lot of kickback in this one. And use it for my outer V in the remaining of my crease. Oh, that's so pretty. This is like the style look I'm going for. I'm not as creative or skilled. Like, I just like to put some colors together and call it a day. Colors I think will look good. I felt so bad in that Moonspell palette review because there were so many positive reviews, and I did watch and read a lot of reviews of the palette because I was very on the fence because I've never tried Lunar Beauty until then, and I couldn't get the palette to work for me. And I'm not sure if it's the color combination or if it is just me. Did I get a dud palette? And I didn't want to seem like a Manny hater or anything. It's just, it did not work out for me. And I'm thinking about doing a series because now I have 2 palettes that haven't worked out for me. One being the Morphe 3503 palette, because that was a disaster for me too. More so than the Moonspell. It had some similar issues, like colors being too similar to each other, so I thought about maybe starting a series of giving palettes a second chance. I know some palettes are laid out to be, you know, stick with these colors in that specific row or area of the palette. I like to go all over the place in the palette. I just want to place colors together because in my mind, I think it's gonna look good. Now, I'm at the mercy of my hand because the hand's gonna do what the hand's gonna do. I'm gonna dip in with my Sigma E55 eye shading brush. I'm gonna take this on the outer portion. Oh, there's a little bit of fallout. There it is. I'm crying eyeshadow. I might as well bring it up to the crease a little bit. Why not? Ooh, I like this color. For the finale, I'm gonna take this yellow. Ooh, that yellow though. Cut crease probably would have been the best way to go. But you know what? I say no to cut creases. Couldn't find a brown eyeliner, so I'm gonna take the shade 0 for my waterline. And then some Wet n Wild on the lid. This eyeliner is dead. Kaleido Cosmetics it is. And then some mascara. I have the Butter London Double Decker. See a lot of fallout on my face from this palette, so it's probably good I didn't do any base makeup. I learned that from doing my Moonspell when I removed my first look. I had to redo my foundation. Guess I don't really need a second coat of mascara, but pitiful lashes over here. Now that I've added mascara and liner, I like this look even more. I just really like these colors together. I think I want to smoke it out with this green. I'm in love with this green shade. I am finding myself having to dip back in a couple times. I feel like I need to clean it up a little bit. Inner corners it is. I know. I wasn't going to because of the yellow, but we are. And it's already pigmented, but MACFix couldn't resist. Oh my gosh. Can't tell if this actually ruined or made the look. Because I kind of low-key liked it without the inner corner, but then I do. So this is the first look. I like it. I think I would have lived without an inner corner highlight. Just for this look. This grunge look doesn't call for inner corner highlight. So far, I like this palette. I kind of want to play around with some of these shades and see what we can create next. I already went on ahead and primed my eyes the same way as the first look. This look, see 235 blending. I'm going to start with the green again. I'm gonna put the green all over. This shade's a little hard to blend out all the way through, but it's because I'm having to build it up as well. Then again, I'm not used to blending on concealer, so is it concealer or is it me? So I think I have a little bit of rough edges, and that's where I want to take this poopy color. I want to see how this would function as a transition shade going in above it. This shade is just an odd shade. I can't tell if it is or isn't pigmented. Let's take the brown and round out and deepen the outer V. The outer V. The outer V. Well, it's definitely something. And then I do want to just top it off with lipstick today. I tested out every shade. I don't find myself getting much use out of this or the poopy baby food color. I see how it fits this color story, but I personally just didn't like it. It definitely has a fall vibe. Honestly, my favorite color combo was the orange and the green. I don't know what it was about them, but they just look so pretty together. The brown is also good. I love a good matte brown. It like functions as like a good nice matte black is how I see it, because I can use it for eyeliner. It looks great in the outer V. This shimmer is a little too similar when applied to this matte, so I wish it was a little bit more different. It looks like it might have a gold shift to it, and the gold shift is very faint when you apply it. But this shimmer though, amazing. It kind of ruined the inner corners on my first look, but I love it by itself on the lid. Don't know if I would get much use out of this shade either. Did I use that shade? I actually don't think I used the creamsicle shade. Oh, and then this yellow was beautiful as well. I liked it in the first half on my first look. I don't think it's a bad palette. I would recommend it because I love Juvia'S formula and I have all of their palettes. I just don't know how much use the average person would maybe get out of a palette like this. I see a lot of people buying this palette just for this gorgeous shimmer shade right here. But realistically, I don't really see myself reaching much for this palette except for the fall. I feel like honestly for me, while I did create 2 looks using it, if I wanted to explore a little bit more, I see myself pairing it with another palette, which is a pet peeve of mine because when I buy a palette, I want to be able to get a lot of use out of it, but I didn't have any issues blending. I really liked how the colors built up because that's how Juvia'S formulas performs. If you are a huge Juvia'S place or collect the palettes like I do, then yes. Or if you are feeling a little bit more adventurous, yes. But if you're looking for an everyday palette, I don't think this would be the one. Let me know if you guys did pick up this palette. What were your thoughts on it? Did you guys love it? Would love to know what color combinations were your favorite. Be creative in the comments. What do you think the names of the colors should be? Let me know what your favorite Juvia'S palette is. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And if you don't, thank you for the view anyways, and I'll see you in the next video.